What you're about to watch is the live recording of one of my sessions with my special students. So bishop g5 is the right move here, and white should have played the move bishop g5, but here he played the move bishop e3. And the reason he played the move bishop e3 here is because he has prepared against the black player. So the white player is a grandmaster, and grandmasters have many reasons to play second-rate moves. Okay, they play some strange move sometimes just because they have prepared against the opponent. However, at our level, we should not play second-rate moves. We should try to play the best moves, because our opponents are not as brilliant as their opponents. So even the black player is a grandmaster. Okay, so white played bishop e3, black played e5, white went back, bishop e7, bishop c4, castles, bishop e6. Now the bishop on c4 is attacked. Think for some time and tell me, how will you play here as white? What is the best move for white here? Okay, so here most of you are saying the move bishop b3, and it makes sense to play bishop b3. But first, let's look at this move bishop takes e6. So here it seems logical to capture the bishop, because we are forcing black to take with the pawn and making double the pawns. But this is a mistake. Okay, bishop takes e6 is a blunder, because here black will simply take, and now we'll get the open file for the rook. This pawn is controlling two important squares, and later in the future black can also play g6 followed by knight h5 followed by knight f4. So the knight can also come to a very strong outpost square. And for that reason, we can conclude here that here the move bishop takes e6 is a mistake. So what do we do in such positions? Okay, majority players, whenever they face such situations, when two pieces are attacking each other, the first thought that comes to their mind is, I must take. Okay, when two pieces are attacking each other, the first thing that they think about is, let me take, let me capture first, then I will think. Okay, however, this is a huge mistake, and the reason why we do this mistake is because whenever we were young, whenever we were beginner level players, our coaches have told us that, let's say you take opponent's bishops, he takes your bishop, then it's an equal trade. White gets 3 points, black gets 3 points, it's an equal trade. Now this rule, it's okay for the beginners level. If you're a beginner level player, this is completely fine. However, now when all of you are intermediate level players, you cannot use the same beginner level thinking at the intermediate level and expect great results. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to change your thinking from time to time. And that's the reason you have to know the third fundamental principle. So write it down. The name of the third fundamental principle is keep the tension. Okay, keep the tension. That simply means do not capture without reason. If there is a valid reason to capture, go ahead, capture, no problem. But if you have no valid reason, do not capture for the sake of capturing. That is a bad idea. Okay. So what most people do is, whenever they see two pieces attacking each other, they first capture, then they think. What you need to do going forward is you have to be mentally ready. You have to tell yourself that, okay, sometimes two pawns are going to each other, sometimes two pieces are going to attack each other. I'm not going to take without reason. If there is a valid reason to capture, okay, I will capture. However, if there is no valid reason, then I won't capture. Okay, and so here the move bishop takes e6 is a mistake. It is a bad idea. So then we have two moves. One is bishop b3, which most of you suggested, and the second move is queen e2. So obviously the better move is queen e2 here, because we are developing a new piece and at the same time we are supporting the bishop. Okay, so queen e2 was the best move, not queen d3. Queen d3 is also fine. Queen d3 follows the principle of maximum activity. The queen goes to the most forward available square. But the problem is queen d3 is a little bit scary, a little bit dangerous, because black can play knight d7 followed by knight c5, and the queen can get into trouble. The queen can get into problems.